And it was Xavier Bettel, the Prime Minister of Luxembourg, speaking to our Europe editor, Katya Adler. Documentary maker Craig Leeson is so scared of heights that he struggles to stand on the balconies of Hong Kong apartment buildings. But despite his fear, the director of the 2016 documentary A Plastic Ocean has swapped his wetsuit for mountaineering gear. Well, he has been scaling peaks around the world to film the last glaciers, looking at the impact global warming has on our mountains. I'll be chatting to Craig in a moment, but first, let's take a quick look at his movie.
I have to admit, I have a terrible fear of heights. Mountains are not my terrain. They're not my comfort zone. But that's one reason why I want to go on this expedition. Thing that he wants to do, and he just becomes absolutely focused on it. And flying, paragliding, speed winging has been his latest passion. Dave Turner comes as a bit of a legend because he's devoted his whole life to this. How far do you push it? How far do you know to push it?
And Craig Leeson joins me now in our studios. And basically, wow, you have this fear of heights, and you're paragliding, you're climbing. And this is the first time we're seeing these pictures in global TV. Yeah. Tell us, Craig, why did you decide to do all of this?
Well, it was a combination of a scientific presentation I saw which explained to me for the first time in layman's terms about climate change and presented the facts. And I think that's what we've been missing in this debate for some time. And a combination of that with a holiday in the French Alps where there was supposed to be snow. A friend of mine took me into the mountains and there was none. It wasn't white, it was brown. And so I started asking questions and brought the two together and thought, this is an opportunity to tell the real story.
Absolutely. And you bring attention to the problem of climate change despite all of your fears.
Yeah, I do have a bit of a fear. I'm an oceans guy. I'm not a mountain guy. As you mentioned, just looking over a balcony makes me feel ill. So I had to be trained because I wanted to go into the mountains with the scientists and take the audience with me and show them the science that was being done. And
present this to the world, but it's taking you now close to 4 years. And what we've seen right now is just 80% of the footage. You still have 20% of paragliding and climbing to go.
That's right. We're heading to the Himalayas next month because the Himalayas are considered the third pole. And what scientists are finding there is that the glaciers are melting 3 times faster than originally thought. And that's going to affect 2 billion people within our region very quickly. And already we're seeing migration happening in places like Nepal, which we're going to film because there's no hydration for the local people.
But the big question is now, this has been an issue for many years and we should have done this yesterday. What can be done to turn this around?
Yeah, well, we need to stop burning fossil fuels. We need to regenerate plants and forests around the world, and we need to sequester carbon. And look,
but easier said than done, Craig.
It is, but you know what? The thing that a lot of people don't realise is though there is a minority voice that's quite loud denying climate change, but there's a lot being done. And I've been talking all around the world about this issue, and I meet the CEOs of companies and renewables and young entrepreneurs who are doing quite a bit.
And finally, when are we likely to see the finished product of the last glaciers after 4 years of filming?
March. So we're hoping to come out with March, all being well, and as long as we all get through to the end of the project, we hope to share what we've found in mountains all around the world.
Thank you so much for joining us on Newsday. The producer, director, the narrator of The Last Glaciers, Craig Leeson. Thank you so much for watching Newsday. I'm Rico Hizon in Singapore.
Always incredible to see people conquering their fears for the issues they believe in. A fascinating interview. Congratulations to Craig on Cash Madeira in London. Thanks for watching Newsday.